Hello, Grant. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. This is us in the basement. There's the access point that I showed you, main sanitary stack right there. ABS pipe to start with, typical standard stuff. The question is always how quickly we change over to something else. For you, it's pretty quickly. We'll go through a couple of changes. This is either ABS or PVC. Those are the routes that I talked to you about. You know, because of the closeness, the proximity to the access point, you may be able to just get an auger in there, just something, a 25-foot auger that you can get at Home Depot or Menards and just cut those out yourself. This is cast iron. And then, let's see, right about here, we start the liner. So a little over 17 feet. Liner begins. That might be cured in place also, but you can see when you're going through these transitions, these little turns right here, how there's like a membrane over the top of it. Uh, that's a pretty good indication that it's a pliable material liner, whatever. Um, but again, it also could be just a sprayed in, kind of cured in place product as well. There's another surefire indicator that you're in a liner. And if you look at the bottom right now on the pipe, you see the numbers, the lettering right there. It'll come up again here in a second. Right there. Those markings are the obvious sign that you're in a liner. It'll stay this way for until we get to 155 feet. So you're close to you're over 130 feet of liner in this pipe, which would be it would be a big check to write if you had to do it yourself. So definite benefit to having this. We talked about insurance things that you should think about. I would still recommend it. Even though we have this liner in, you're still dealing with an outer shell that's an older pipe. You do want to protect yourself. The other thing is, like we talked about, and I'm sure John's on this, uh, looking into if there is a warranty on it, which there should be, how long the warranty is, if there's anything left in the warranty, and is it transferable to you. So um, these are limited warranties. It's not going to protect you or cover you for, any failure in the pipe, but definitely a good thing to know and or to have if you can get it in place. So I'm pushing through this pipe without running any water. I wanted to see how far I could go without running anything. The bottom of the pipe is actually the discolored portion on the right side of your screen. Uh, I'm going to get probably another 20 feet or so, and it's going to become really difficult to move the camera head along. Uh, One of the ways that I'll be able to push out a long distance is by having some water in the pipe flowing. That helps to ease the transition of the camera head through the pipe, lubricates things, so to speak, and just makes it easier. So it's starting to get difficult at this point, and then I'll basically slow down completely, and then I'll just turn on some water. Here's where yeah, I'm not going to get much further than this. So one of the positives of pushing through a pipe dry is my camera head tends not to get mucked up with all the grossness and dirtiness of what's ever inside the pipe. Not that I'm worried about my camera cable or camera lens. It's more just for picture quality. If I push through dry like this, I'll generally have a much better picture, presentation-wise. You can see more. I'll keep the water running as I'm pulling back, and basically we lose visibility just because of the dirtiness of the water and how it uh, mucks up the pipe or mucks up the camera lens. But the positive is in the time that we spent pushing out through this, you get a good picture. We've got another about 15 feet to go before the end of this run, 164 and a half feet to the city connection. Rough calculation. That's a good long pipe. For frame of reference in our area, I'm generally within an 80 to 120 foot range for a pipe. So once you get 160, um, that is substantial. We've transitioned into clay. This is the final push. Uh, this is our final connection into the city. There's a little bit of root growth coming in there, and there's the city line right there. So 164 feet, um, good quality pipe that's been corrected at some point. Do a little research, figure out the whens and warranties and transferability and all that. Look into your insurance, and as always, reach out to me with any questions or if I can be of service.